Alright, so here's my chili recipe. Obviously, we gotta have ground beef. I use the chuck because it's pretty cheap and doesn't really make it better to have the better kind of meat. Just seems to make less grease. I also put ground turkey in it. I usually got, a lot more beef than turkey, but it's some turkey. One red onion and one white onion. You just complete the whole onions, just chop them up. A handful of jalapeno peppers. I got 4 of them this time. Pretty big jalapenos just to get the flavor in there. You gotta have enough chili seasoning for all your meat. This one, if you can see it, it's for 1 pound of beef. So since I got roughly 3, you gotta have 3 packs of the stuff. You got some dried chilies, chili arbol. This is the really hot ones. And then chili guajillo? I don't know. But yeah, these aren't very super spicy. See, medium picante. But they taste good. Put them in there. And then everything else just comes in a can. As I was saying, everything else comes in a can. Got the pinto beans, diced tomatoes, 1 small thing of tomato sauce, red beans, black beans, and then 2 cans of Rotel. I got a hot one and chili fixins one. That's the main ingredients. Also, you're going to want a pair of scissors for the peppers. I cut them up with scissors and a normal ass knife. Featuring also big ass chili pot and a skillet. And also you're going to need like butter or a cooking spray or something. So the first thing I usually cook is the onions, because you're going to want to cook the onions first because they take longer to cook and you don't want them to be really tough and crispy. That's not very good in your chili. So in the interest of showing everything, best way I know to cut an onion is to peel it like normal. I always peel it about 1 layer deeper than I think I should because dry onion skin in your food sucks. And then cut it right in half like this. Try to do a better job of cutting it in half than I did because I kind of got 1 fat half and 1 skinny half here, but cut them like that. And then you can't do this with 1 hand, so I'm just going to kind of pantomime it. You're going to want to cut like with the curve of the onion, but without reaching all the way. You don't cut all the way, because if you cut here, you'll start crying like crazy, and it doesn't taste good. It's really oniony right here. So you leave that part out, and like I said, cut with the curve of the onion, and then dice it this way. Then you should have pretty small pieces, because we want small pieces, like for this, because the smaller they are, the faster they cook, and the more surface area touches your chili stuff. So cut the onions in small pieces, cook them first. Okay, as far as chili peppers go, I usually use just a few jalapenos. I'm going to use all of them, all 4 here. And then just a little handful of each of the dried peppers. This is actually probably a lot. This is maybe going to be a little spicy because these bad boys are pretty hot. These you don't need very many of. Just, what is this? Like 4, 5 here. Obviously, I'm going to use some kitchen shears. These are really good for cutting peppers because they make that nice little round shape. Obviously, cut the stems off of the ones that have stems, but I didn't need to tell you that. You're smart. So you're going to want to cook the onions first thing, like I said, because you want to get them soft. It's dark over where my skillet is, so I'm not going to show that part, but just throw in the skillet on low heat, put some butter in there. Obviously, I'm not going to put all these in here at one time because that's a lot. It'd crowd it and it'd get sweaty and it'd be bad. Maybe do like a third at a time, and then just move them around until they get soft. All your canned stuff, okay, minus the sauce, that's for later. The other canned stuff, the tomatoes and the beans, go in the big chili pot for right now. And of course, if you're not familiar with canned beans, they have gross juice in them, and you have to drain the gross juice and then rinse them out. So Yep, make sure you do that. See? Nasty shit. And then I'm going to have to like wash these with water like 4 times in the can. Can't do it with one hand though. Oh, and also you're going to want to drain the water off of your Rotel and other tomatoes. There's usually not a whole lot in there, but we don't want it to be too soupy. So just open the can, cover it up with the lid, drain that shit out. It doesn't have to be perfect, as long as there's not a whole bunch of extra moisture. We got pretty shit light on the situation, but I've got the meat starting to brown, and most of the chili stuff, including the onions, yeah, you can't see shit in there, is in the chili pot. That's on pretty low heat. God, you can't see fucking thing. It'd be cool if this light worked, but it doesn't. But yeah, the important thing is make sure all the meat is cooked before you put it in the chili pot, because with all this shit in there, who knows if it's going to cook the meat all the way through. So we're going to make sure it's cooked all the way through and safe to eat before we put it in the pot.